Good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome you to my workshop once again. Today, I'm going to be working on a cutting board, or they call them a charcuterie board. I think that's how you pronounce it. Uh, I do like making some of these, and I'm going to show you where I'm at this point. What I have done, I've planed this down to the thickness that I wanted. I've cut out the shape, and as you can see, the little worm lines. I'm actually highlighting those. I dug all those out, the sawdust out of it. I put my first coat of butcher block oil. Uh, I'll get that in just a minute, and I'll show you what I'm using. And um, once I gave it that one coat, I let that dried, and then I filled in the holes with epoxy, a clear epoxy. Some of these I left clear. Some of them I added a little coffee to help fill in the holes. And now what I need to do is sand it down. I'm going to sand it smooth and then reapply some oil. So the sanding is going to take me a good little bit. So I will bring you back when I'm finished sanding, and then we'll go over putting some more oil on it, and we'll flip it over. Uh, just one mention. You can see all the blue tape on it. This was so that a lot of these holes went all the way through. And so this was to hold in the epoxy as it went uh, in. And once I get it sanded down, I'll get a closer shot of everything. So for me, it'll be a little bit, but for you, it'll be just a click. So I'll bring you back when I'm done sanding. Okay, so as you can see, I've been able to sand, got this sanded. It took me about 40 minutes to sand it. And what you notice, taking it down below the original oil level. And that's so that whenever I go back to oil it again, it will get a smooth color. Everything will be at the right color. Now, I started off sanding with this. This is my Restore sander, 60 grit roll. Then I went with my belt sander with the 80 grit belt. Then I finished up with my random orbital sander from 80 grit all the way up to 220, and that's where I'm at right now. And I stopped at 220 because once I get the oil and everything down, I will be using some abrasive paste on this. So now what we want to do to get it prepared to receive the oil once again, so we're going to take some denatured alcohol and just lovely. And then we'll just let that dry up. While that's drying, I will get my oil that I'm going to use to start off with. Okay, so I didn't get to record that last little section. I forgot to start the camera. Uh, but what I had done is, again, after I had cleaned it, I applied my Watco Rust-Oleum. Well, it's made by Rust-Oleum. Butcher block oil and stain. I put a coat on it, let it sit there for a minute, and then wiped off the excess. And this is what I'm left with. This is actually really what I was going for. As you can see, the little trails. They are a little bit darker, and that's exactly what I wanted in this. So now what I'm going to do is this will dry for a little bit. The instructions say that this needs to um, see how long for 72 hours before you can start using it. But so I have to wait 6 hours. So 6 hours I have to wait before I can recoat it. But I'm not going to recoat it with this butcher block oil. It's going to be just some clear butcher block oil because I don't want this to get any darker. I want that to be that color. So while it will be some time for me to get to this, it won't be for you. So we're going to, I'll bring you back when we put the other color on. Okay, I'm not sure how well you can see this, but what I'm going to be doing is taking my butcher block oil and stain, and I'm going to start coloring these holes and get it ready for epoxy and resin. My resin that I'm going to put in there. So I've already stirred up my butcher block oil, and now we're just going to get a small brush, and we're going to start just filling in those holes. Okay, so that's all of the holes are done. I do see one hole here, right here. It goes all the way through. So we're going to put some tape here and some tape here for that hole to catch the resin so it fills that up, makes that all nice and flat surface. So we'll just take a little bit of painter's tape. Just go ahead and tape that up right there. Give me a good bit. And then that will hold there to do that one. At least I think it will. Got a little bit of trash on that piece. Now I may or may not color this just in case I want to maybe come in here and fill that in. But we're going to see what we might do with that. Some of these deeper holes will get some coffee filled in. I may even do a coffee paste to fill these with the resin. I'll see what I feel like. Um, just to make this smooth all the way down. Still have the bark and it'll keep. All right, well, this is going to take about a day to dry, and I will bring you back when I do the epoxy. See you in a little bit. Hey guys, I'm back. My board's dried. Now what we're going to do is put the epoxy in. I use a brand from the Epoxy resin store, and I've already mixed it, and I've let the air bubbles come out. As you can see, it's pretty. It's fairly clear. There's a lot of see, it's clear. Most of the air has bubbles have come out from it. We're just going to put some gloves on because the last thing that you really want to do is get epoxy on your hands or resin. Um, some of these holes will get a little bit of coffee. We'll poke that down up in there, and let's start filling in some holes. We're gonna let that dry and we'll see where it settles and what we need to fill in. And we'll mix up a batch of 5-minute epoxy and fill those in. So we'll bring you back when that happens. All right, so it's been about a day and a half, 2 days since I put the resin on this. So now it's going to be time for us to sand it, and we're going to do that. And I'm going to let you watch as I start the sanding process. All right, I have it sanded down to where I want it. Now we're going to get a little bit of denatured alcohol and we're going to clean this up, get the dust off of it so we can get ready to do our. All right, now while that's drying, let's put this here. Get my Watco butcher block, oil and stain. Give that a shake. Okay, so get my oil out. Okay, I'm going to give this a minute to dry, a little bit to dry, and then we'll flip it over and we'll polish the other side, and I'll bring you back for that. Okay, so I've been able to flip my Characatree board over, and this is the side that's been drying, and it's ready for Woodturners' best friend, some Axe abrasive paste. Really do like this stuff. Well, the polisher didn't work exactly like I wanted. Maybe it's because I didn't have the handle that would work better, and probably if I was standing up, it would work a little bit better. This was one of the cheapest things I found on Amazon. I wanted to try it out. Um, it has smoked a little bit today. I don't know if I would buy another one like this. So, but you may get a better one if you try it out. But I'm going to try the handle and we'll see. Okay, well, this side is done. Wait for the other side to dry, and I'll bring you back when I have the finished product. Okay, so it's the next day. We got the top side to do. We're going to, again, do my abrasive paste. Put that down on here. And there we go. I did find the handle for it, so we're going to see if the handle works out a little bit better with this. And also, while I was looking for the handle, I found out that there's a couple of extra brushes for it that they send. So I guess they kind of figured that you might burn some of these out. So let's see how this does for us today. Right after we get it plugged in. Okay, so my towel has come off clean. The surface is beautiful. And now we'll put on our polishing paste. Sorry about the camera angle. It looks like I'll move this over a little bit. And there we have it. Finished charcuterie board. Let's see if we can get some close-ups of it. In fact, I'll do this. I'll have something to really display. These will be a little bit nicer. And there we go. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I have a little bit of learning to do on making the videos a little more smooth. but I hope you enjoyed watching me finish this charcuterie board, and leave your comments down below how I can do things a little better. Appreciate your comments and appreciate you taking the time to visit with me while I was uh, doing this. So, hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.